Hi everybody, it's lovely to see you again, and I really mean that. You know, when people look at the camera, so many people have said what they see differently. You know, whether they, sometimes they put a doll above it, or so something they can focus on. Well, I used to look at myself through the side window. The side window is going so bad. I can't look at that anymore anyway. So now I look at you, and every time I'm looking at a group of about 5 of you. I know it's not many out of you all, but just about 5, and we're all gathered together in the room, and we're all having a cup of coffee, or tea, or iced tea, or whatever else tickles your fancy, so to speak. But we're all sat here, and we're all just chilling out, or whatever the latest expression is. But we're all together, and we're having a natter, we're having a chat. So I thought I'd invite you around for a chat. What's the latest thing? Well, for the immediate red hot off the press, I have a pigeon sat on my table outside, and it keeps coming back, and it's the same pigeon. How do I know it's the same pigeon? Because it has some feathers pulled out at the front. I'd love to get hold of it and shove them back in. Anyway, that's that. The latest thing off the press. Kez has gone out, so I thought, while she's away, I'll get this done, because now we're in the same room together, which, praise God, we are. Last night I was in agony at a certain point. Nothing to do with my face anymore, not at all. This was my legs, and they got stuck, and I needed her to lift one of my legs over the other leg. Oy vey. So she's still in need, bless her little heart. So when I went out last night, and my older daughter took over, then Kerry could come back and she did her video. Now Kerry's gone out, and I thought, right, I'll just do it quickly. Just have a cup of coffee with my friends while she's away. Now, what did I do since Sunday? Well, yesterday I went out to a Women's Aglow meeting. Most of you will know now, because I've chatted about this and that for so long. It's just a Christian women's meeting, which is worldwide, all over the world. There is Women's Aglow. And I went. Well, there were 2 reasons. Really, I wanted to just join in with prayer with my friends. But also, one of the ladies who used to be chairman of Women's Aglow, 2 terms before I was chairman of Women's Aglow, had come back to do a bit of a talk. And I was so excited to see her. I hadn't seen her, bar for a very brief moment a few months ago. I hadn't seen her properly in 7 years. So to be able to sit at the same table and have a real good natter, and her ask about Tina, even though Tina was with me, and John and Kerry, it was wonderful. Well, after we'd had a bit of a meal, she went to sit at the big table, because she was going to do the talk. And so the lady started. For a moment, I can't think of her name. Isn't that dreadful? Jenny, that's right. Jenny started. And so we had praise and worship, which was really good. I enjoyed it. I hope the Lord enjoyed it too, but it was good. And then she just, there was one person who had to say something, and then she said, and Jessyca, I'm sure, has got something to say. And I thought, have I? And she looked at me, and so I went, okay, Jessyca will have something to say. And of course I told them about how ill I'd been, but praise God how wonderfully well I am now. So that went down rather well. But at the end of the meeting I felt like I said, excuse me, next time you pick on me, will you please tell me? But you know, the most wonderful thing is, if we always tell the truth, we don't need to be worried or scared, or because there's only the truth can come out. You know, sometimes I suppose if you're told in advance, you try and work out a story or try and work out something which will fit in. But this time, no, you just tell the truth. And the most wonderful thing was, my friend had had a healing too, so it was all tied in together. So then I didn't get a chance to have prayer because Tina said, are you ready for going? Kerry's here. And poor Kez, I must stop saying poor Kez, but people are always on at her about having a rest from looking after me. And although I do agree to a certain point, I do agree, I do think keep going on about it over and over and over again is not use nor ointment for anybody, because when we're just together we have a whale of a time. Okay, there are times when she gets annoyed or I get annoyed, and that's when the business of mother and daughter comes back. If they were support workers, you know, carers, caregivers, I think you call them, well then they would be obedient all of the time. But give Kez her due, she has never, ever said no to anything that I've wanted. Now, if it's, I don't know how to express this sometimes, but if it's sort of a mother and daughter thing where it's, oh Mum, then there's that. But if ever, such as last night, and I needed help, she was there from her bed to my bed, just like that. And she's so gentle. She lifts up my legs so gently, you know, and I'm screeching nearly the whole time, and she just doesn't. It's okay, Mum, it's okay, and then she gently puts it down. Oh, she has a God-given gift of love. You may have noticed that. I enjoyed her video last night, did you? And I can assure you that she has had it rough recently. And it was as if she just turned round yesterday. She said, I know what I'm going to say. And her mood and her spirit and everything just souped round. And she was wonderful. She had made that decision. She made that decision to be happy. And it wasn't pretend. You know, the scriptures tell us that whatever is nice and wholesome, we should think about these things. You know, yesterday I had an awful shock. You know, when you're looking away on the internet, and I was on YouTube, I always thought YouTube was really tame, you know, and this person who was on another person's site who has subscribed to me, I thought, you know what you do it automatically, don't you? You go to one person's site and you think, oh, this looks good, and you go to somebody else's, and then you go to somebody else's, and you can't help it, you just go one to one to one to the other. And I had such a shock. It was this very big lady doing very extreme naked dancings with her body, and I thought, wow. I thought, nah, it's not serious. She's going to burst out laughing in a minute, isn't she? But no, she didn't. Well, I had to turn the darn thing off, and I had to say sorry to God straight away, because I knew I had just wandered into that area. That might be fine for anybody else, but it certainly wasn't fine for me. So that's what I had done. I wandered into places that I shouldn't. I went to a brilliant meeting. Wonderful to talk to old friends. She's a lovely lass as well. Lovely lass. It was lovely to have Tina and Kerry work together as a team, trying to get me out of. If you still want to pray, please do, because I can't walk at all. So when I'm sat upright like this is fine. But as soon as I get upright, I'm like that. I don't go up like that anymore. I go like that. Or like that. That's nice. So it'd be nice to have an upright position all of the time. So, what have you done? Thank you very much for all your comments as regards my testing video. I don't know how to do it. I got this new, I'm on the old machine now, you'll know, but I got this new Logitech, and I asked the guy specifically, I said, should I get this one or this one? He said, what's it for? I said, it's for YouTube videoing with Vista. He said, that one. And I thought, fair enough, that's what I'll do. Can I get the darn thing to work? So any help you can give me about getting it to work, the sound to work, I would appreciate it. It would be nice to have some sound to go with the funny pictures, wouldn't it? Alright, my darlings. Take care, everyone. And for those who need God's blessing a little bit more than others, God bless you. Really, God bless you. And then for us other folk, God bless. Get Mark's clicky bar. So, see you soon. Bye and God bless.